In this lecture, we will see what is a client and how is it like in S/4HANA. In the previous chapter, we had some deep dive on the organizational structures, what is a company code, plant, storage location, purchasing organization, purchasing groups, etc. But in this session, we'll throw more light and in-depth analysis on what is a client and what it is capable of inside the SAP S/4HANA system. A client is an organization and a legal entity in an SAP system. When we say legal entity, it means that all the legal items that is associated with an organization is carried out to this particular client. When we speak about the master data's perspective, the master data is highly protected inside the client and cannot be accessed from outside the SAP system, and that is why big customers are turning towards the SAP. Usually the master data remains for a longer time as the business users will be repeatedly using them for processing the business activities. In other words, we can say the master data is a sort of permanent data, whereas the transaction data is not permanent in nature. A client can have its own objectives, and each client represents a unique environment. Each client can have its own tables and its own user level data. There are two ways that a client can hold its object. A client can have object dependent and object independent. In other words, it is client dependent or client independent. So the objects that are used only by one client is called as a client dependent. Whereas if the object used by more than one client, such as ABAP programs uses lots of objects, they are client independent. You can see here, this image attached here is nothing but telling you what is a client. So usually SAP delivers two types of client. One is what we call it as a client 000 and one is what we call it as a client 001. What is client 000? Client 000 contains tables with default settings but no master data inside it. This particular client can be copied to create a new client which will be used for a newer implementation project. For your information, client 000 should not be removed from the system as it plays a very, very important role during the data migration process or the upgrade process. We'll come in the later sessions to understand more about the upgrades and migrations. But as of now, to the theory level, understand what does the client 000 is capable of. Coming to client 001, this client is very much identical to client 000, as usually this 001 client is used for preparing the production client. Once the upgrade has happened from client 001, the client 000 and client 001 will never look identical. In addition to standard functionalities provided by SAP, some customizations can be done as per the requirements of the customer, and it can be performed only in this client. In the coming chapter, we'll be seeing about what is a system landscape, what is the architecture, what is the arrangement of SAP systems in detail. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.